Talk about an awesome way to get your morning started. I hear a knock on the door, and there's the track owner Josh, who just showed up. And he's like, "Hey man, I brought you some food, brought me some McDonald's." Wow, what a G. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys, so this is, what is this? This is number 7, I think.
I think
right?
so.
Yeah, this is vlog number 7. So I met John 2 different ways, actually. One on the Dirt Ride New Mexico group, and then we had a chance to meet at Desert Peaks MX last night.
Yep, I was helping Marshall.
Yeah, so I got to meet John there, and we decided we were going to do a ride. So he's got the city loop that he does with, I guess, everybody.
There's a lot of people that do it. It's pretty well known, yeah.
Yeah, so what are we going to do exactly?
So the good thing about the city loop is it's a little bit of everything. And I don't ever think it's hard, but I've had friends who've told me I'm wrong, but it's not hard. We're gonna hit the first thing we're gonna hit is some sand and some rocky terrain. And we'll be near Picacho Peak, the Robledo Mountains, and A Mountain, doing roughly an 80-mile loop all the way around the city, starting on the west side.
So we're gonna cover a lot of ground then. That'll be cool. 80 miles on a dirt bike is not insignificant. So
it'll be a good time.
I hope that means part of it's high speed, because if it's not, that's gonna take forever.
No, it is. Some of it's open desert.
Awesome. All right, thanks, John. Yeah. And we'll show you what it looks like. Is that new?
No, I forgot about it.
Okay.
We'll go over right here, we'll go through
it. Let's try again. So, either put the camera right into the sun or us right into the sun. But yeah, so this is the Rio Grande.
the mighty Rio Grande.
They're mighty, so mighty. But yeah, it is dry.
They only let water out of the Elephant Butte Dam for like 2 or 3 months now. And the only other places they get water are the water treatment plant, which is a good ways away from here.
Yeah, and of course we got more of our urban art display. But yeah, this has been really cool. So we've covered what, 22 miles now?
Yep.
Probably. So 22 miles through the desert. It's cool. It's a lot different than the stuff we did with Chance. It's a lot more flowy single track stuff versus like the double track. It's really cool. And we're actually a lot more remote where we are. So really cool. And yeah, what are we gonna do next?
Next, we're going to go through some orchards to get to the other side of town for more Desert 2 track, and then there will be some sand dunes along the way as well, and then the rocky stuff, which is the best part.
Cool. Yeah. Alrighty.
like big hill climbs. Probably not double realistically, but it was a significant improvement.
I feel like I probably have a fair amount of fuel.
Without gear, I'm at the very top end of what this should be strung for, I think.
What is that, 1 gallon?
Not bad.
That was easily $4 a fun. Okay, so John's taking us back to the Robledo Mountains. Robledos. I was calling it Robledo. But this is where I came when I first got in here. And John says I skipped all the hard stuff, which he's probably right. I had no idea where I was going. So what are we gonna do?
If we want to go out of our loop, we can go back up to some 4x4 trails. There's some good sized ledges back there. And we can make a small loop and then come back here. And then we're gonna go through the foothills back towards Picacho Peak, back towards where we started, which is a mix of going in and out of arroyos, which isn't easy, but it's not as hard as the 4x4 trails. So the one we'll go down is Halpin Jalapeno, which has a lot of ledges, and I'm not good at ledges yet. But then coming back up is Bell Pepper, which is less spicy.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm excited to see what it looks like. Oh yeah. That is awesome. That's so good. we, John?
So this is Box Canyon Dam, which, don't quote me on all the exact time periods because I don't know, but it was made, I believe, during the Great Depression when they had work camps and the government was just paying people to do things. So this thing is like close to 100 years old, something like that. It still works great because that whole area is unrideable when it rains. Yeah.
Man, that was an awesome ride. Thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday to do that.
You're very welcome.
That was great.
I'm fucking gassed.
Yeah, it's a little tiring. So this is actually in retrospect. I did not get a chance to make a video this morning. I was just pretty whacked out from camping. It was cool, but it was also 27 degrees Fahrenheit, so definitely quite a bit below freezing last night. And yeah, I had a heater, but I couldn't run it on full because, you know, if I did, the extension cord that it was hooked up to, being hooked up to another extension cord, it was just going to pull the breaker. So I ran it on low the whole time. And then coupled with the fact that the van's just a steel box, doesn't have any insulation whatsoever, it was basically like camping outside in 27. I could have probably run the van, but I just figured like the carbon monoxide risk was just too high. I didn't want to risk falling asleep like that. But anyways, it was cool. It was cool. Just neat to be able to camp out there like that. But yeah, so today what I did was rode with a gentleman named John, and I met him up at the Desert Peaks event, and he's got a loop around the city that he was willing to show me. And so we went on this loop that it took us quite a long time. It was about a 4-hour ride, ended up being about 62 miles in total, and it was really neat. There was sort of variety of everything. If there was one takeaway that I had from it, it's just like you can basically ride your dirt bike anywhere you want in Las Cruces. It doesn't matter. Like it's a population of about 113,000 people, so it's not a huge place, but it's big enough, and you can, I kid you not, like ride your dirt bike anywhere. You can cover anywhere in the city with a bike. It's really, really, really cool. So we did some desert. We did a lot of desert actually, and we did a lot of city stuff, cutting through places. Went through the back of the university, all different kinds of stuff. And then we went back to the Robledos, which I've been told that's how you say it. Not Robledo, but Robledo. And we went on some more technical trails there. It was a really cool day. Probably just going to be easier if I show you guys instead of talk about it. So follow me along on my day to day because it was pretty cool.